everyone, it's Caitlin and welcome to another video. This video is going to be a little bit different than my normal what I eat in a day videos because today it's not about what I'm going to be eating, it's about what my friend Tim, or you may know him as Vegan Fat Kid, is going to be eating. Unlike his Instagram handle may lead you to believe, Tim is actually not fat at all. He is very, very ripped and he is able to maintain his muscle mass while not only eating a vegan diet, but smashing all of the delicious vegan foods you could possibly imagine. I'm talking donuts, burritos, tacos, you name it, he eats it, and he's able to still kill it in the gym every single day. I want to show you guys that there's a wide variety of vegan diets out there, not only with women, but with men as well, because I feel like men are often underrepresented in this YouTube community. Also, Tim just leads a very interesting lifestyle and has some pretty cool philosophies on life, so I just thought it would be fascinating to film what he eats in a day and show it to you guys as well. Tim's going to be picking me up in a couple of minutes, and we're going to be going to his normal breakfast stop.
Not the green ones.
Oh. So we're here with Vegan Fat Kid, and I gotta say, this is not a very typical breakfast.
It's not, and this is not my breakfast. I think that's the greatest misconception about my veggie wraps.
Okay, so these are our veggie wraps?
These are veggie wraps. What this is a raw veggie salad with no oil and no dressing, and this is an extension of our workout. So one of us just came straight from the gym. So I was over smashing at the gym right now, and then I come straight over here and I handle my veggie wraps because this is actually far more important than what we did in the gym. Breakfast will come afterwards. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna get to see that.
Oh, I'm excited. So every day we start our day with our veggie wraps?
Every damn day. So before you guys, well, if you guys see what I put on my Instagram, I post everything I eat. But before I'm out there smashing burgers and burritos and tacos and donuts and like good stuff, I'm smashing veggie wraps every single morning without fail. And the whole idea is that I fill myself with the nutrition I need for the day before I even set out on my day. And that way, you know how you guys get hungry and you're like, oh man, I'm kind of starving. Most of the time, the hunger is your body looking for nutrition. So if you give your body the nutrition it was looking for, first thing in the morning, I find the rest of the day I'm kind of golden. The rest of the day it's kind of fun eating.
All right, I like that. Great philosophy. Okay,
That's kind of what it is.
Start out our day. Can we stand in front of the door?
Do you want to get a shot of the awning and I'll point up at the awning for this?
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Nah, you're good. Tim, how about you tell us a little bit about where we're at and what we're eating?
We are in Veggie Grill, and I wanted to show everybody that doesn't live near Veggie Grill what spring looks like in Los Angeles.
Alright, looks pretty good.
The weather is fun. If you haven't tried the Beyond Burger patty, it might be inside this pretzel bun. It might be part of their new burger, the new spring burger. Because nothing says spring to me like a bloody Veggie Grill burger, man.
Alright. So what is this Beyond Burger, if anyone who isn't familiar with it?
So Beyond Burger is this amazing creation from Beyond Meat, and they're collaborating with Veggie Grill. And what it is, it's the most realistic, meat-tasting, plant-based burger on the market today. And this is kind of where human creativity meets bloody science, mate. And they come together, and that's where they join together to meet compassion.
I like that.
So if you're still kicking it, eating meat, or you're with your mates that eat meat, or your family still eats meat, and you're like, bro, I need a gateway to get you off the meat, I think the Beyond Burger might be for you.
So we have all this epic food in front of us. How did this come to be? How did Vegan Fat Kid get started? Could you give us a little bit of an insight on that?
Sure. So basically, about 4.5 years ago, I overnight almost became vegan once I realized how much chemicals, additives, hormones they pumped into our meat supply, especially here in America. And I was adamant about taking health back into my own hands and eating better as I eat these fries. So, believe it or not, I don't cook, as many of the lads don't cook. So I needed to find vegan dishes. I don't know what a bloody vegan dish is, mate. So I would go to restaurants in LA and I would order vegan food. And I have the world's worst memory. And my mate, she was like, bro, why don't you take photos of your food and post it to this thing called Instagram, and you can document where you ate. That way you can remember the meals you had. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good idea. And so basically for me, Vegan Fat Kid, the account, became like a series of digital breadcrumbs where it helped me remember the meals I had and my favorite ones so I could go back and get them again. So it started helping me so much, and I still use it to this day as a guide of where to find stuff in restaurants. It's 100% restaurants. And now it started helping other people. And I soon realized that the beauty of Vegan Fat Kid and the Instagram account I created was whether you cook or don't cook, you can still go eat vegan based on being able to get anything you see on my wall. So if you see a burger, I write down what the burger is and I geotag it with the restaurant. So you can go there and you can try it. And as much as I love my cooking accounts, I love your account, I can't always go to her house and eat. She doesn't always invite me over. I don't know why.
Could be because you're on the opposite coast.
Could be. Could be because she hates me. I don't know. But either way, if you're in LA, you gotta hit me up because I will show you. Or you can just look on my wall or shoot me a DM, especially if you're coming from Miami, because I love my Miami people. And I will tell you the best spots to get your favorite food at. And it just happens to all be vegan.
Where are we going now?
We are at the world famous donut friend, 100% vegan donut shop. Yeah. My door is up there, 13 seconds away. What you guys don't see behind the camera, you know you get this. This is for me. This is for Spielberg.
So you live in LA, you're near all these vegan restaurants.
The answer is yes.
That is correct.
Was that the question?
No, that was not the question. The question is, what's your advice to people who don't necessarily live in LA and have fewer vegan options when they go out to eat?
Alright, the smarmy answer is move to bloody LA, mate. But I think the real answer is, okay, let's imagine I'm in LA and I have everything available to me, and that's really easy and convenient, and it creates a really lazy vegan fat kid. I challenge you guys to promote and invite the idea of veganism into the restaurants you have around you. I say nothing inspires and attracts veganism like being enthusiastic with the restaurants you already have, whether they're vegan or not, and trying to encourage them to have more vegan options on the menu. And you see, when you vote with your dollar, you hold the power. So when you walk into these places and you're like, bro, I'm only here because of the vegan options, and I'm so madly grateful that you have vegan options. And if you don't have vegan options, you know what you should do, bro? If you just switch this mayonnaise with veganese, now that sandwich is vegan, that would be dope. And this bread for that bread, now this whole item on your menu is vegan. So becoming part of the solution rather than just complaining about the lack of options, I think is the challenge of people in smaller towns with less options to kind of like head up the fight for vegan options. And that's what I'd be doing if I was in their place. or I just go to my mom's house and have her make me a salad.
Why do you think that there are so few vegan men, not only on YouTube, but in everyday life as well?
Mostly because we're dumbasses. I find on the whole that if you take some health and nutrition information, if you take some animal rights information, some, where does your food come from information, and you give that to females, I think they get it. I think they intellectualize and go like, oh yeah, and they can empathize, and they kind of go, that makes sense to me. I think with men, we need to see it. I think that from a very early age, we're told to walk it off, and that compassion and empathy are signs of weaknesses. And so, you trip over it in the schoolyard, and the teacher's like, bro, walk it off. The young girl trips over in the schoolyard, and the teacher picks her up and gives her a hug and says, are you alright? And so there's this kind of callous that gets built up in men, and they don't want to show weakness. And I'm out here to talk about the idea that there's nothing more masculine than giving a shit, and there's nothing more rewarding than compassion. And I think that we need to get over ourselves and our macho whatever and get to the heart of reaching everyone in a compassionate, loving, non-judgmental, you are no less masculine than I am because you eat plants and sunlight and you care about creatures and living beings and things that are different than you. And I think that if we can show that, instead of just say it from men to other men, then other men can grab onto that message. Alright, so why are we sitting here in a recording studio when we're meant to be talking about vegan shit with Vegan Fat Kid and eating bloody tacos, which are happening right now outside on the block?
All right.
Why is that happening?
I don't know.
Best neighborhood in LA, I'm telling you. Come eat on my block. That's not me doing it. That's the burrito. That's the weight of the burrito. Look at that fucking. So, before I was running around eating all the vegan food in Los Angeles, I made records. I make all sorts of records. I made Latin records, I made rock records, rap records, heavy metal records. And it was very much about me and myself and my pursuit of getting my song on the radio. Since I was a 13-year-old little wee fat chubby fat kid in my home island, I wanted my song on the radio. And now that I'm all grown up and I've had my song on the radio, it's time for me not to be about me and the self and my selfish pursuit of what my goal was. And it's time for me to give back and be selfless. And I would rather be out there with you all, showing you how easy it is to be vegan in 2017, than in the studio making records for the glorification of myself, I guess. And don't get me wrong, I love music, obviously, and I love working with all the artists I work with, and I love bringing a positive message to the world through the music, and it's fantastic. And all the videos that I post online, those are absolutely records that have come out of the studio, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, but it's taught me a lot, and it's taught me to get outside of here and start building communities out there. And instead of kind of living like this, I want to be more like this. Start tomorrow. Nah, start today. Nah, yeah, start today. Today's always the best day to start. When you want to change the rest of your life, now's a pretty good time. I think if you take that one dish that you are emotionally attached to,
You see, I can, like a kind of diet, I can tell you, you know, for this many weeks or whatever, eat this certain way, and you'll probably do it. But I think if we're talking about forever changes, I think that if you take that one emotional dish of yours, what grandma used to make, what your mom used to make, that thing that you're connected to, that when you're feeling kind of down, you sit on the couch, you smash it while you're watching Netflix, whatever you're doing. I think if you veganize that dish, there's your forever right there. Veganize grandma's, you know, casserole or whatever she did. Start with that. And then the rest of it's just eating.
Nice.